Ahead and call to order the Sunset Empire Transportation District's Transportation Advisory Committee for February 21st at 10:03. And we'll go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to go be in that room.
Okay.
You're up and running.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, and I'll have Mary do the roll call.
Okay. Mary Miller.
Present.
Lynn Anderson. She's ill. She's been at the hospital. Pamela Allegria. Present. Lorraine Batista. Lorraine.
Present.
Damon.
Here.
Okay, thank you.
Any changes to the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, how about comments from the public?
I have nothing.
All right, moving right on to number 6, election of officers. So we need to elect a chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer. So let me see, we have 3. So just raise our. Well, I don't know, since you're on the board, I don't think you can hold a position.
I don't think we have a secretary treasurer.
Just
a chair and a vice chair, so we have somebody that can lead, you know.
Okay, so I can pass the gavel off to the chairperson. Okay, so I would take nominations for chair. Yes.
Me?
Okay, we have any other nominations for chair? Okay, looks like you're it. Okay, I'm gonna pass this over to you because now you're in charge.
So we don't get a vote?
He's the only one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay,
Okay, more coffee.
so, so now you can do nominations for
Okay,
co-chair. I'm just
nominations
gonna
for
sit
vice
with your
chair.
card.
I nominate Larry, can I do that? Larry Miller.
Let me make a comment about that first. It'd be a pleasure to be the vice chair. However, I've just assumed a new position with the state of Oregon as ombudsman, and I'll be working out of this Seaside Memory Care Center, and I don't know what the hours are going to involve, and so I'd hate to accept the nomination and not be able to show up. And so I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to decline.
Okay, all right.
Any
So-
other nominations? We have a new committee member coming on board next.
Brian, but I know Brian is going to come on board, but I'm not sure if he could take a chair position or not. Could he?
And we have 2 vacancies, 2 additional vacancies, correct? So there's three
We have
potential
1,
people coming on.
2, 3. Mary Miller. Lynn, yes, we have 3 vacancies at this time.
So we can table the,
But he will fill one of them, yes.
without any nominations, we'll table
There is,
the election of the vice chair.
Unless Lorraine would like to take
unless
it.
Lorraine.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what that schedule entails. Like, you know what it would entail, that schedule, because I have a very big schedule.
Okay. We could postpone it until
Sure.
next meeting.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure what the schedule
Okay.
is. I participate in a lot of different things, so
So I'll entertain a motion to table it until the next meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Yes.
Did everybody read the minutes from the last meeting? If you did, are there any changes?
Okay, do you want spelling or not?
No, we can forego the spelling
My heart is broken.
or the grammar.
Okay.
So if there's no additions or corrections, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll make that.
Thank you.
Oh, discussion?
Need a second. Did somebody second it?
I'll second it.
Okay,
Just for clarification, Mary, I can't make motions or anything, can I? Okay. All right, I was gonna try to help things along, but that's all right.
I don't think you can.
That's fine.
So, discussion? Vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. November? No new members?
He's not here, but,
So,
so there's no new members at this point. He did not.
Pardon?
We're going to have a new member, and his name is Brian
Oh.
Patuli, but
Not yet.
not yet.
Okay.
No, not
He
yet.
has to be approved by the board also, which we'll do on Thursday, next
That's what I
Thursday.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
That we invited him, I invited him to come and if he could, but he is really busy right now. But since we missed having him approved last time, he'll be approved this time.
so who is Renee Bickmore?
She is no longer a member. She didn't really formally resign, but she moved away. And I contacted her and just recently, and she's not moving back, so.
Where's Tina?
Tita resigned.
Oh, she did?
Mhm, She resigned this week. I have her resignation email, if you'd like.
No,
Okay,
So is there a
Well, can I-
reason she resigned? Given?
pardon me?
Is there a reason that she gave?
Well, if it'd be okay, may I read her resignation email?
Yes.
Or would you like to?
No.
Okay. Via this email, I am tendering my resignation from the SETD Transportation Advisory Committee effective immediately. I will not be attending the meeting on January 21st. I will remain on the SETD Budget Committee.
Thank you. And how are members selected? This is my first time here on
We put
Advisory
out an
committee.
invitation, usually, an invitation to the
Invitation.
community. We
So,
post that we need membership.
so who gives the recommendations? How are they done?
They fill out an application. The application is brought to the board, and the board either approves them or not approves them for the TAC committee.
No, is it advertised or something?
Yeah, in my case,
Public.
it was in the newspaper,
Yeah.
an ad. I responded, sent in a request, and then they asked me for more information on my background. And I sent that back, and then they sent me an application, and then waited to be approved or not.
Thank you. So would an advertisement be going out?
Yes.
Thank
But
you.
first, I think we need to get more organized with our bylaws, because there's requirements, if you read through the bylaws, there's requirements to have people that represent different,
Right.
yes, and so we would want to put that on the request, on the public notice, that this is what we're looking for, someone with this kind of background.
Right.
Specific background needed.
Yes, yes.
That would be an expensive ad.
They're all expensive.
They're all expensive.
Put them in trouble.
But it goes on the Facebook and it goes on, on our website, and then there's a lot of people that there's a place, I email to the senior center, things like that, so we kind of get out there.
And I was a at-large person,
Okay.
not representing.
Right.
It just, I happen to be old, I've lived here, I use the bus.
And if you have a copy of the bylaws there, just look on page 4,
Yeah.
and it kind of describes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so, bylaws. One of the goals is to shore up our committee, and this is our bylaws now, and this is about maybe what it could be. And so, our bylaws have to meet all the regulatory standards, but
Excuse me.
we can narrow a lot of this down. And so Pamela and I are on the committee. We'd like one more person, but we can wait and see the new members if anybody's interested in that. So I think mostly it's to show the public that even though we represent different areas, that the conflict of interest is taken care of, how the meetings are run, and specifically what it is our duties are. And so I think that'll help. And by us working on the bylaws, then again, staff can help us. And so where we might think we have some authority, maybe we don't in that particular case. And since we're advisory, but everything that we can come up with a plan for anything that we want, because we're an advisory committee, and then we can send it up to the board, and then the board decides yes or no. But we're not here just to rubber stamp the funding when it comes to us.
I guess that's a question I have, is that the selection of the projects is by whom, how? So it seemed like as a board member, we received it, it was done, and we could not change it unless we write a letter.
We had the same problem. You were here. We had the same problem. It was given to us to put in order, and then, but we were told that if we changed anything and sent it up, it would have to go through a whole nother process.
So I guess the question
So our hands were
I
kind
have,
of tied.
so you know, there's the bylaws, wants a lot of representatives from the community, but when push comes to shove, there isn't representation on the projects. So this is the only thing I understand, and correct me, is by the time first it comes through the advisory committee, and they put it in order because it's selected by, I guess, the executive director, and then it's approved by the board, and they can't change it, and right.
We can change it, but if in that particular case, if we would have changed one little itty bitty bit, the board, which was meeting the next day, would have had to refile, and the date that it needed to be submitted was 2 days or a day after the board meeting.
Yeah.
So even if there was something really glaring that we wanted to change in it, could we, what effect would it have?
So if I can hopefully make it a little clearer, Pam.
Mhm.
We didn't have time to do any changes with this
No, I
last one.
understand that part.
So by getting this committee back up and going in a better area, we'll be able to present, the board will be able to present our issues to this advisory committee earlier than we did last time and give you guys a chance to make any other changes or anything. Am I kind of right with that?
Yeah, I probably misspoke because the stiff approval comes from the director, the executive director. This way, and then goes to the board. So really the work is done by the executive director in putting that together, that application or grant applications. The grant applications are not put together by the board. It comes from staff. I'm sorry. I don't have a cold, I just have a cough. Anyway, so, but in other more functional TACs, they do more and have more interaction and more input than this TAC has seen ever since I've been here. So depending on the bylaws that you put together is what the, thank you, is what the functionality is of the committee. You know what I'm saying? It can be, so it's a little frustrating. However, the farther you go up, because the state definitely has control over transportation advisory committees. I found a book that's old, and I'll see if I can get a new one that I think would be a great resource. It's from the it's from the Easter Seals, but Easter Seals in our country is, in the United States, is so active and it's been definitive on helping people with disabilities have transportation. And so this, it says effective transportation advisory committees, creating a group that reflects the community voices. I think I'll see if there's a new publication of this. I think that would be a great resource as well. And then we can look at this, the state. So I don't want you to feel like your voice is not important if a person's on this committee, not just yours, but do you know what I'm saying? That you must, if you don't have a voice, it isn't worth being on it. I mean, there isn't. So it's required for many things, this kind of a committee. Planning. I mean, it's rural planning is the Transportation Advisory Committee weighs in on, but it needs to bloom.
And the bylaws are the only way that we can achieve anything, because if it's not in the bylaws, we can't do it. And
Right,
so
and it also has to.
now is the time to, it's not, now is the time to think about what this committee does, if it's advisory, at what capacity, and that sort of thing. And the, again, executive director down to us, but pretty much it's a done deal there at that level, comes to us. And then we change anything, it has to be changed again, and then it goes over here. We might want to be a little over here. That is before the final product.
I mean, what I'd like to see, and I don't see it, is all these different places, people who have different interests represented in this.
Oh yeah,
And that we, if they're not here.
There's 4 of us.
That we can speak for them.
Yeah, and you're from the board, so if you take 3 of us.
You're from the public.
That are from the community, board members, so yes, we need to get more diverse and more people, just so that somebody's sick, we still have enough people to move on.
In line with this subject, weren't you going to head a committee to meet prior to this meeting today to review the bylaws and make recommendations from our last meeting?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's brought us to this document, and it's brought us to this conversation.
Okay. This document here from Central Oregon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
It was just,
that was the initial, just looking at these bylaws and going through and saying, let's correct it. If you don't know what,
Exactly.
how the organization is working, it won't help.
yeah.
And then this one, if we have this and maybe a couple of other bylaws to look at, it will give us an idea of, oh, yeah, these are advisory committees to other transportation boards. This is what they're doing, and then whittling down a lot of the language, and it gives us a starting point on what we want to do.
So have you got, your committee, have you created a document for this group right here yet?
For
Okay.
this meeting?
That's cool. That's what I was just trying to figure out. Okay.
No, hasn't been any time, no time yet. This is just, you know, I was hoping to ask Brian for a copy of Tillamook's. I think I might have even said that at the last meeting or something, but I thought that would be a good, for the copy of theirs. This, I received an email about a meeting that, over in Bend, but anyway, on their website, they have the Transportation Advisory Committee page, and the bylaws are there, their meetings are there,
This
and
is
they're
for
active. They're very,
Ben or Tillamook?
this one, Brian's in Tillamook, but the one in Bend, they were advertising an open house that they were having, and I went to their website, and they have a whole page on the Transportation Advisory Committee that, when you look at how many meetings they've had, they're much more active, they're much more involved in making
Yeah.
decisions.
And there's so many transportation districts in the United States that it's not like we really have to reinvent the wheel. We just, if we look at bylaws that basically tells what the committees do and how they do it, that it can show us a broader picture. I'm really new to the transportation district, but I moved back to Astoria a year ago, and I had to use the bus. And I had problems with the bus. And then when I wasn't living here, I kept up with newspaper and radio, and so I knew the difficulties that has happened in the past. And so I got a little frustrated just riding the bus, and I thought, this can be an opportunity. And so that's my primary goal, but we need people that either use the bus or they have clients that use the bus. But if everybody drives cars and nobody rides the bus, then, or they don't use the medical,
Paratransit?
yeah, if they don't use all of the services, then it's really hard to govern a department if you don't know. So I think it would be good just for board members to even just take the loop bus or something, just get on it and see what happens. So the bylaws, we're going to try to get as many bylaws, and not meeting as a committee, the biggest thing is that I wanted to get as much information as I could so that it could go to a committee and then we've got something to work on. But just meeting and going through here and checking it, I don't think will work.
I think what may also be helpful is that there are a number of OAR, Oregon Administrative Rule, and
Right.
and whether those could be printed out, because this committee and the board, in some sense, have to adhere to those regulations or ordinances.
I chaired a state regulatory agency, so I'm aware of the state regulations, so that will be good. We'll have state, county, city, probably of everywhere we go.
Well, I mean,
As far as, so, and then our meetings need to really adhere to state regulations.
so that if we could have copies of the applicable OAR and
Is that
ORS.
possible, Mary?
Yes.
Okay.
I would,
Just the ones that are
cited.
kind of specific to us.
Yeah.
Well, if they're
Yeah.
cited in the bylaws.
Right.
So, shouldn't be difficult to,
Yeah. Every state has their own.
Okay, so there is a bylaws committee. There's 2 members on it. I don't think we need a motion for anything, but it's more of a report. So we'll report on next meeting.
Okay.
Other business?
I think we kind of did the other business already. I think we kind of started with other business, but,
Being our meeting last time, there was 3 people in the bylaws team. I was,
Oh,
it was, yeah, so there was 3 of us on this panel, not just you. And I remember I exchanged my phone number with Pamela, but nobody reached out to me.
the reason we didn't have a committee meeting, we didn't do anything since the creation of the bylaws committee. I've been working with Mary and things to get the information for the bylaws committee. Really sorry I didn't put you, but I've got you on the list.
well, I apologize. I thought that you were gonna call or email me. So I really apologize, and I'll call you.
But as chair, it was my responsibility.
Oh, I just,
And well, I know, but I dropped the ball, so
and
I apologize.
okay. So if you can give me your number, I don't even have it. Yeah, if you can give me your phone number.
Maybe not now over the air.
Oh, okay,
Mary's probably got it.
I can give it.
okay. And I will definitely call.
Did I not push it?
And I apologize.
Oh, that's,
I'm sorry too. I'm very sorry. I should have had that in the minute.
Well, we can do it after that meeting.
But I mean, I know, but we just got
It's not, and it's low, because we don't have any of the emails or phone numbers for the committee. The whole-
Did I send you them? I did send you 3.
What?
Did I send you 3 people's names and their emails? Did I email that to you?
For what?
For your committee.
I don't know.
Tito was
I
also on that
can
committee.
Yeah.
troll through my emails.
Well, I
Let's
thought you
just-
might need to contact them, so
Oh,
I believe it was Tita too.
okay, let's
Yeah.
just,
Tito was also on the committee, so I don't know if you want to replace Tito or just go with 3.
wait. You don't want to serve on the,
No, she does.
Oh.
Tito was also on the committee.
Oh.
She's resigned, so
Oh.
I don't know if you want to replace Tito or
I
not.
think just to make it smoother, 3 would be
Okay.
good, and then trying to get 4 people. I think
Well,
3
maybe
would work.
Okay,
Do you
But
agree?
it's-
It would be a committee.
I'm fine with,
and could we have the names and emails and phone numbers
Yes.
of
That'll be sent out
everyone?
within, not hours, but today's what, Friday?
I'm not putting a timeline here, I'm just
Well, no, but
asking.
soon as I
I find that if you don't put timelines on things, sometimes,
Mhm.
in life. Okay, any other business?
And so you will email us Tillamook's? Well, we have to set another date for the meeting,
For the
This
committee meeting.
right?
Committee meeting, will be, I'll do an email thing. Oh, well, while we're here, what days of the week are best for you,
Well,
or times?
what is that thingamajig called? This is my technical stuff from the computer, that you send it, you fill out which days you're not available.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
Jason's not here. Do you know what I mean?
No.
MailChimp survey.
Yeah, I don't know how to use that. I don't have
But
that.
I think I can come up with something, but is there any days that are not of the week, if you get down just to the week?
Well,
Is there any day that's less busy?
Since Lorraine says she's quite busy, maybe.
yeah, there's,
You're coming in intermittently.
Say again.
Thursdays are good for me.
Thursday before,
Thursdays, yeah, any Thursday is great.
Oh. Okay.
okay,
I'm any day but Wednesdays afternoon.
okay.
And the third Thursday morning.
Well, and the fourth Thursday morning.
Third Thursday's important.
And fourth.
One's at 8:30, one's at 10.
So Thursday afternoons, you're free?
Thursday afternoons, yeah.
So there's two that can meet
Oh,
on Thursday
and
afternoon. Then
if we
Lorraine is-
wanted, we could have the committee meeting after this meeting, because, you know, our agenda goes pretty quick. We've been here 30 minutes. So it might be, since we're already here, to do a committee meeting after that. Or we could have one at 7 o'clock before the meeting.
7 a.m.?
That's a joke.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
coming at 7 a.m.
You just see
You're
someone
about to
drop.
get the look.
Boom.
But,
Okay, so,
but for a committee meeting, after this, so we could have it, well, depends on, I don't think much is gonna be going on next week, so we could meet at, say, 10:45
on what day?
on our next meeting.
On what day?
I don't know when our next meeting is. Next meeting date?
It hasn't been set.
Well, let's set it.
Thursday.
Hmm?
She can come on Thursdays.
So,
So you
Thursday-
can't come Thursday morning, so
no,
Third
on
Thursday.
there's two of them you can, I guess.
oh, if it's the third Thursday, I can't.
Right.
But if it's any other Thursday, I can.
Oh,
Oh, built-in calendar over there.
I, my body,
Okay,
my phone
I,
stops.
I think it, except for, we don't have anything with the board. Third Thursday, right? That's what I
What date are you talking
understand.
about?
I don't know already.
Okay, so
I'll
we're,
take a
The third
Thursday.
Thursday
It's the
of,
19th,
of March, whatever,
19th.
19th is a no for me.
What's a yes?
Any other day but Wednesday afternoon.
the third Thursday of March is the 20th. And that is the day
Oh, I'm
that
in the wrong
we
year.
put board packs together. I have to put board packs, so I can't, I'm really busy
That's
on
fine.
that. And the fourth is when we have our meetings. So the first Thursday or the second Thursday, and when are you not available? On what Thursday?
Okay, we're not,
Third Thursday, right?
Third Thursday AM, you're not available.
Right.
okay.
But after this meeting, so we can do the
The first?
This is 1, 2, this is the third one I'm not here. I can be 13th if you want.
I can too.
So the 6th or the 13th?
Either way.
6th or the 13th.
I'm fine with that.
Just to give more time, why don't we do the 13th?
Yeah, that's fine.
And this will be a TAC committee meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
It's-
Excuse me, the TAC meeting or your,
Bylaws.
okay, TAC, thank you.
So this is,
Oh, actually, it's a TAC meeting at 10. Bylaws committee at 10:45,
Okay.
right?
right.
Is that
So
correct?
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so
March 6th,
TAC is at, that's March
13th.
13th at 10 a.m. and then bylaws
At 10.
at 10:45.
And so we would get material for that when,
I like to have everything a week before, so we're talking about the 6th. There's one more week to this month, correct? Next week is the 28th.
Yep.
Right, we're here. So we have 1 week, 2 weeks, so we have 2 weeks.
Nearly enough time.
Well, I was thinking more, just get it started. I don't think we're gonna be able to.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at maybe an hour for the meeting.
bylaws,
Yeah, if we get the information early, we can read it, and then when we meet, we can go over, well, it can run over, but I'm still looking at hopefully an hour.
okay, and the
So
material
11:45.
would be,
You'd be getting out at 12. That 10:45. That'd be 11:45.
Yeah, she wants to know when she's going to get her packet.
When are you gonna have it ready? The week before, the 6th.
Yeah, or have it ready or maybe send out here. The weekend is, if you send it out on the 10th, the weekend isn't, nobody works.
The homework though, you guys could do, is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the homework is
Get
the
the
big
homework,
thing.
yeah.
So let's try to get it out to the bylaws committee by March 7th.
so that's up to you two.
Right, well, I know, but you asked.
Okay, okay.
No, don't start pointing those fingers at me. No, I'm just kidding.
And what it'll be is it'll just be, everybody's got bylaws? You have bylaws? Bylaws?
I emailed them to Lorraine.
Okay. Lorraine, you have bylaws, right?
Yes, I have a copy.
So then what we'll do is the packet will probably just have bylaws from other districts. So it's a matter
So I
of
can compile.
reading how other districts are doing it and getting a background
Right,
in what their advisory committees do.
and it would be helpful to have the OAR and the
Don't
ORSs.
know if I can get all
Okay,
that by
yeah.
then. I don't know if I can get that by then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
If
maybe I could do it and you
There's some,
can,
go ahead.
I'll do it and you can photocopy. How
Yeah,
about that?
you could
That's
tell me which
good.
ones,
That's
yeah.
good.
Okay,
There's so many.
no, just what's in what I would do, because I don't know the whole thing,
Just
whatever's
what
in the
pertains to
bylaws.
us.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh,
Okay, but you can copy it, because I don't have enough ink.
Yeah, and I'll try to get the
You can't get-
updated booklet from
Okay,
Easter Seals as a guide,
Right.
just as a guide. I'll
so
try
if
to
we
get that too.
if we get that, then
Yeah.
it'll be a lot to read, but
Yeah.
we'll know it's coming.
But it's the foundation you need.
Yeah. And it'll just give us an idea on what it is we're doing. I don't quite understand the whole, what we do and how we do it yet. And the bylaws, kind of look a little
And
bit
this-
like rubber stamping.
Yes, and I'm not,
Larry?
I'll wait till she's done.
in the OARs, they might have there's gotta be a definition state level of,
there is.
yeah.
I started doing it,
yeah,
and then I'm working at 3 projects
yeah, me too.
simultaneously, and so I didn't understand what this meeting was about, so I put that aside, to tell you the truth. So
No,
I-
that'll be great to have
So,
that.
yeah, I have looked at them, done some, read them anyway,
Okay.
that I know, you don't have to copy the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Well, yeah, and you'll be able
Start
to
fishing.
see what's pertinent to us.
Yeah,
Good.
a very ignored committee, it's been really shameful, because it really could, we need to get it better, we are, you guys are doing great.
And if we don't have goals or something to do, it's what's the point of coming? And then we'll lose, people won't want to serve, or the people that do want to serve, that want to do something and they're not doing anything, they go on to something else.
Well, and
Les, there, you're waiting.
I just want to say something. I got a copy of the bylaws, thank you,
Yeah.
Mary. And my background, I've been an administrator all my life. And I went through these bylaws here, and I want to tell you all that whoever put these bylaws together did a damn good job.
Oh, good, okay.
And I went through them, I looked at a few things that maybe perhaps there might be some changes to, but I hope you can use this as a guide because there's very good information in these bylaws. There's no extraneous BS in here whatsoever. And, you know, if you put together bylaws like this, you're gonna leave stuff out. And someday down the line, you're gonna wonder, how are we gonna take care of things? These bylaws are very good. I mean, perhaps there's some old information here, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I went through it, I was impressed. As an administrator, whoever put these bylaws together did a good job. I just want to share that with you. Do
Okay.
whatever you want with them, but you got a good set of bylaws.
That's good to know.
I think we can hit a happy balance between
Yeah.
the 2 sheets and the other.
Yeah. Those, you know, have not changed in the 14 years I've been here too, so that, you know,
So apparently
Might
they,
be.
they do the job and there hadn't been any
Yeah,
problems that
yeah.
haven't been addressed.
and maybe they came from the state, just right directly, I don't know. Okay,
Okay, next meeting is taken care of. Anything for the good of the order?
thank you, appreciate it. It's-
Someone make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
You're making the motion?
No, oh, I thought you made a motion. I guess you're the president, you're not gonna
The
make a
chair
motion. I
can't.
understand that, right? I'll make a motion to adjourn if our business is complete.
A second.
Favor?
All in favor, aye? When will our next meeting be? Of the,
March 13th at 10 a.m.
okay.
Yeah, I'll send out an announcement.
Bylaws meet at 10:45.
March 13th, 10 a.m.
1/3/13.
There we go.